Make it stop!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of What Sold on eBay last week. Got a mustache hair in my mouth. Hold on. Where is it? I got it. We're good. All right. Now we can go forward. As you can see, for the last 7 days, we are at $537.04. I haven't been put much time into eBay lately, and it's been reflecting in my sales. Even though, you know, I think I only listed 2 days out of the 7. And, you know, to do $537 in sales is not bad considering the fact. So let's get right into it. Here we go, guys. We immediately after making the last video, one of my boys went ahead and picked up one of these Halo wallets that you guys have heard me talk. It seems like at least one of them sells every week, so which is great. And there's still 5 available, but they're going fast. We've already sold 17. So if you're interested in one of these, don't hold back. If you're a Halo collector, good luck even finding. I'm pretty sure when I listed these, there's none others that I could even find on eBay. So I basically just named my own price, and I tried to make them fairly affordable. But it is vintage old stock, so you know I didn't want to cheat myself out on some money either. So I got these for $1 a piece, maybe a little bit less because I think I wheeled and dealed some other stuff in the buy. But about $1 a pop. So, you know, I'm making pretty decent profit on them and making some Halo collectors happy along the way. So I'm happy with that. We got Witchcraft 6 on VHS, $9.89. Again, I pick up VHS like this all the time that I think, you know, basically I pick up vintage horror and sci-fi, and I do pretty good with it. So, you know, 25 cents into $10 is not bad at all. Then we got a Castlevania Lament of Innocence here. The instruction booklet, sorry, PS2 instruction booklet. I had this and another Castlevania instruction booklet just laying on a shelf. I don't even know where they came from or anything. But I looked these up, and the complete version of this game, you know, if you had the game and the case and all that stuff, is fairly valuable. So I knew I probably wouldn't have a hard time trying to, oh my God. Sorry, my phone's blowing up. I knew I wouldn't have a problem trying to sell the, one second, I'm muting notifications. I knew I wouldn't have a hard time trying to sell this because there's somebody out there trying to make a complete copy of it, you know. So anyways, $9 free shipping just for an instruction booklet. Not too shabby. Then we got Top Gun here on NES, sold for $5.45, so not much profit there. My mom gave me a few Halloween costumes that I think she picked up on clearance a few years ago. I have no idea. She just gave them to me. She's like, hey, if you think you can sell these, go ahead. Which has been nice. You know, I've had certain people, they know what I do, and they're just like, hey, I don't have any use for this. If you want to sell it, by all means, you know. And they just give it to me and don't even, like, ask for money or anything. So, you know, not too much because it cost a little bit to ship it. But again, like I said, I got it for free. So the little bit of profit that is profit. So I can't complain. I have 8 available of these. 13 have sold. This is a vintage Arkansas Razorbacks enamel pin. And, you know, my pin sales have slowed down a lot. But if you guys don't know the story on these, I got a whole bunch of these. My grandparents used to own a store, a brick and mortar store in like the 90s, 80s, and 90s, I believe. And when she passed away and we were cleaning out their house, there was just tons of this stuff, just vintage new stock of a whole bunch of different things. But one of the things was a whole bunch of these enamel pins. And I was like, well, you know, I might be able to sell them for a little bit on eBay. So that was kind of my inheritance from my grandmother. And they've been doing, you know, they're not big money items by any means, but they definitely got this account started. You know, that was what I used to jumpstart this account, this new Hova Flips eBay store, and start getting feedback and everything. You know, I started this store not just over a year ago, and the fact that we're at almost 700 feedback is pretty impressive. So I'm happy with that. But anyways, yeah, $2.54 plus shipping on that. This I picked up just a couple weekends ago. It was not too long ago. A really nice older couple was having a garage sale, and this was on the shelf, and I noticed that it was Lord of the Rings and that it was sealed. And before I even knew what it was, I knew I was interested. And you know, it had, I think, $4 or $5 on it. I didn't really look it up, like I said, so I do my normal, wheel and deal. Hey, we take three, sure. So I think I paid $3 for this, and yeah, worth $100. What this is I find audiobooks fairly often, but they're 99% of the time cassettes, and not many people are looking for cassettes these days. So when I found these, obviously it's Lord of the Rings. It's a very well known thing, and that it's sealed, and they're CD audiobooks. I knew I would do all right, and I definitely did. $3 into 100, not too shabby. We got my Lanta. We have a copy of Grand Theft Auto 4 here on the PlayStation 3, $12.99, free ship. I got this. If you guys remember, I got some Gerber multi-tools and this and some Oakleys all at the same sale. I spent like $30 and got all this brand new stuff from this guy. I don't know what he was doing. He seemed kind of like he was a reseller or something. I don't know if he got all this stuff at an auction or what, but then he just had a yard sale and he was selling stuff for just way too cheap. I flipped the Oakleys for over $100. By the time the Gerber multi-tools sell, I'll make a few hundred dollars off of those. Just multiple different things. This flashlight, again, like I said, I think I got it for $2 or $3. It sold for 50. So I don't know what that guy was doing, but he was doing it wrong. I mean, maybe he's happy he made his $30, but I mean, if all you gotta do is open an eBay account, dude, you would have made, a lot more than that. So, anyways, very happy with that sale. $3 to 50 is good no matter what. This is another thing that I inherited from my grandmother. I actually didn't pick these up. My mom brought them over whenever they were further cleaning out my grandmother's house, and there was just boxes, like 6 boxes, I think, of birthday just cards, birthday cards, Christmas cards, anniversary cards, Father's Day, all this stuff, right? And I went through 6 boxes of this stuff. Most of it was complete crap. But then every once in a while, I would come across something like this, where it's the Golden Girls, and it's vintage, right? So I would pull out, I found some like Looney Tunes stuff in there, and some stuff like this, and I pulled out anything that was like a licensed franchise, something that would have a collector base behind it, and I've sold 4 of these. I found 4 of these, and it looks like that was the last one. So again, a little bit of an inheritance, if you will, from my grandmother. So 4 vintage Golden Girls greeting card. What is it? Birthday? Yeah, birthday cards, and I made $40 out of those 4. So pretty happy with that. We got Mad Dash on the OG Xbox, $11.49, free ship. I don't know where this came from. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure there was profit there. We got a Texas Instruments calculator. I got this, another calculator, and a few more things that you're about to see, all from the same yard sale. Actually, I shouldn't just say a few more. It was 2 Texas Instrument calculators, a Brother label printer, an Oakley hard case, and a Nintendo DS, and some other thing. It was like a whole pile of stuff, and I just went up there, and she was like, $30? Or yeah, I think that's what it was. So I haven't sold the game, the DS yet, but I sold like 3 or 4 of the things the day after I listed them, or the night of. So that was really cool. So this calculator sold for $10, and then this is the Brother label maker, and I sold it for $21.99. So just between those 2 sales, I made all my money back. And this is the Oakley hard case with a couple whatever bags, sold for $10, and then everything else, like I said, profits. So we got a copy of Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt NES, $7.50, free ship. And then we got an old Game Boy Pocket. This was one of those things where I was like, I might have found something and said, hey, or I try to ask whether I find something or not, but I asked the people, hey, do you have any old video games or game systems? And he was like, actually, yeah, I've got a Game Boy. He's like, hold on one second. He went in, he brought this Game Boy out, and he only wanted $5 for it. I remember he was like, I've got I can't remember the game that he named. He's like, I've got such and such for it, and Tetris, I think. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, I'm interested in whatever you got. And he brought it out, and he couldn't find the other game, and I think he like felt bad about that. So he was like, just give me $5 for it. And I was like, okay. And it's in really good shape. And I just listed Tetris with the Game Boy, And I mean, even the battery compartment and everything's super clean, worked fine. All the buttons felt good. 50 bucks, fast and free shipping, and it sold overnight. So happy with that. These were a part of some retail arbitrage. I picked these up from Dollar General for, I want to say, $2 or $3 a piece, something like that, during their summer spring sale or something. I don't remember what it was. And they were super slow movers at first. I've got them a little bit discounted right now, trying to move them. But as you can see, I've sold 5 of them, and I have 6 still available. But I got an order of 2 of these actually together, so which is better for me because I can ship them together and save a little bit of money on the shipping, which is nice. This was a part of a big buy. I got 6 or 7 of these, and oh man, I can't remember what I paid. I want to say they had them at like $10 a piece, and I talked them down to buying 6 or 7, you know, at $7 a piece, and they took it. Some of them were only worth 15, 20 bucks, but some of them were worth some really good money, as you can see here. I've done really good. A lot of the people in my area have these Hamco figurines. Really big, beautiful. The first one that I ever found was a bald eagle, and I got it for like $5 or something like that, sold it for over 100, and ever since then I've been, you know, I look out for this brand, this Hamco. Every time I see a figurine, if it looks nice and it's highly detailed, because you see some stuff like this and it's just, it looks cheap, but you can kind of get an eye for it. So anytime I see stuff like this, especially birds, owls, ducks, eagles, stuff like that, pick it up and look at the bottom of it, and you will see that it's Hamco. And they're usually from the 80s and 90s, and the ones that are from the 80s and 90s can do pretty well. Again, some of them aren't worth the most, but a lot of the big birds and stuff seem to be worth quite a bit of money. So as you can see, $150 here, free ship. Now, I do not, unfortunately, have the original styrofoam packaging that came with this. So I'm going to have to pack it very carefully, ship it in an oversized box with all kinds of extra paper and packing materials and stuff like that. But there's still plenty of room for profit here, and it was a very good sale at the end of the day. So again, yeah, I've done very well with the Hamco figurines. I always keep an eye out for these things, and I buy them fairly regularly, and I'll keep buying them you know, as long as I'm finding them. So, and the last thing here is a Star Trek Next Generation sealed Spock figurine. This is actually pretty old. What's the date here? 1993. When I saw this, you know, I was fairly excited. I figured, man, a sealed Spock action figurine, like in good shape, all the plastic's clean, it's not like smoke stained, or, you know, the cardboard's not bent up or anything. I got pretty excited and thought it would be pretty good. It was a part of a lot, you know, a big deal that I made, so I didn't pay much for it at all. But I was pretty surprised when I looked it up. It really wasn't worth that much. These things, from my experience, some of them can have, you know, action figures in general is what I'm speaking in right now. Some of them can have really good resale value individually, but usually, even these old, good condition action figures, you need like the entire set. If you have the entire set, you're really good to go. If you guys remember back whenever I had the Ninja Turtles, they were actually Star Trek Ninja Turtle crossover, which was really cool. And I had 2 different sets of those, and those went for, I think I got a few $100s for those by the time everything was said and done. So those were really good, but it's because, again, I had the full set. So those did really well. And I think that they were a little more sought after because it was Ninja Turtles mixed with Star Trek. It was like a collab that will probably, you know, never happen again, obviously. So pretty neat, unique collector stuff. But anyways, guys, that is what sold on eBay last week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please show the video some love with a like, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to ring that bell, because you know we can't trust YouTube. We can't rely on that. At least ring the bell. Make sure you don't miss out on future videos. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.